And welcome to our 7th series. This month we're talking about group behavior intervention. So group behavior intervention, a lot of times we think about the classroom setting or the employee setting, but group behavior intervention is also excellent for the home because typically you don't just have one child, you have multiple children, 2 or 3 or more. And so you have a group in your home as well. Groups can be small groups, just 2 people, but they could also be larger groups, up to 25 people in your classroom. So group behavior intervention has a wide range and a wide application of areas that you can apply it to. So I'm excited to bring you this series on group intervention. We're going to cover several different topics in this series. Today, during this video, we're going to discuss the advantages of group intervention and some of the strengths and why it's important. In later videos, we're going to talk about different types of group contingencies. So independent versus interdependent versus dependent. That probably sounds a little confusing right now, but really it's just who gets the reward and how do you incentivize people. So how can you maximize your culture? How can you maximize your peer pressure, that positive peer pressure that we want to see? And so how do you utilize all of those things? So what are the advantages of group intervention? It saves time. If you are doing one intervention that addresses 20 different kids or all of your children in your home at once, then you're saving time, you're saving effort. It increases that efficiency. So whether you're a mom or a teacher, there are not enough hours in the day. And so group intervention really increases your efficiency and your skills as a parent or a teacher. So you're changing multiple behaviors at once. It can be economical because if you are maximizing your reward, then you're not having to provide rewards to all of the children independently, but you're looking at who's the highest performer, or you're looking at a group reward where you can kind of divide that cost up across multiple individuals or multiple children. You can capitalize on that peer influence or that sibling influence. We all have that competitive nature and that competitive spirit where we all want to be first or come in best, but we also all conform to our culture and that peer pressure. And so if the peer pressure is moving in the direction of the behaviors that you want to see more of, then you can capitalize on that movement and that peer pressure. It doesn't have to be, we talk about peer pressure sometimes in a negative term, but peer pressure can also change culture and change things in a positive way. You can also utilize others. Your eyes, you only have 2 of them. They can only be looking in one direction at once. Unfortunately, we don't have eyes in the back of our head, contrary to our students and children's beliefs. But when you're doing group intervention, you're relying on the whole group or all of the individuals, children, students, to monitor group performance. And so you can really capitalize on your resources as well. Like I said, with peer pressure, it increases those pro-social interactions amongst the group. So you really see the group begin cheering on or encouraging, coaching, supporting other members. So now you're relying on the group to provide some of that instruction and coaching rather than you being the sole implementer of the behavior contingency or the behavior intervention. And it also helps to integrate those students with disabilities. And so you're addressing not just the students with disabilities, but you're integrating those strong supports of the children that don't have disabilities. And so sometimes you can bolster or support, improve the confidence of those individuals that may have more challenges when it comes to behavior problems. So there are so many advantages to group behavior intervention. I am excited to be able to present this to you and to share this with you. Later in the series, we'll also talk about steps in implementing a group intervention. And so there's the steps in implementing a group intervention are very similar to the steps in implementing just a regular behavior intervention, but there are a couple of additional steps or things, considerations that you may want to take into account. I can't wait to bring this to you and have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.